Have you ever been excited about the new tech launch only to realize that it is not as great as it seems? The recent release of Intel Core Ultra 200S series processor, including the Ultra 9 285K, Ultra 7 265K and KF, and Ultra 5 245K and KF processors, which have sparked a considerable discussion among tech enthusiasts. While these CPU introduce advancement in power efficiency and AI capability, several factors suggest that they may not be optimal choice for all users at this time. And I'm going to talk about in this video about 4 different factors which make this processor not so good choice. So let's start with first one, which is gaming performance concern. Earlier benchmarks are showing that these processors don't outperform their predecessor in gaming. In fact, compared to let's say AMD Ryzen 7800X3D or even from the older generation 14900K, the Ultra 9 struggled to justify its price. For instance, while Intel claimed the power efficiency improvement, it is coming at the cost of peak performance in demanding titles like Assassin's Creed, Mirage and Cyberpunk 2077. So if you are upgrading your PC for gaming, so this might not be your best bet. I would suggest you to go for AMD Ryzen 7800X3D. Or let's say you are more toward productivity, you may also have a look at latest Ryzen 9000 series, which is AMD Ryzen 9 9950X, and you can also find their link in the description of this video. Okay, now let's talk about point number 2 or concern number 2, which is stability and software bugs. Here is where the things get tricky. Many earlier adopters have reported software issues like crashes, game freeze, and even strange anti-cheat detections. These processors come with an integrated NPU, which is supposed to enhance AI tasks, but right now it seems it is more like gimmick than a game changer. Intel also have acknowledged these issues and reportedly working on microcode updates to address the performance and stability concern. However, the timeline for these fixes remain uncertain, and it's unclear how effective they will be in resolving the current problems. Now let's talk about another major concern, which is cost, because you're gonna pay a lot and in reward you're gonna get nothing, at least in terms of performance. Obviously these are much more power efficient and so-called powered by NPU, which still we need to see how these NPU cores are being utilized, but for most of general users they does not make any sense. Now your cost of expenditure not only limited to processor, but let's say you are the one who only used to upgrade the processor, it is not good news for you, because now you may also require to upgrade your motherboard. This new processor comes with a different socket, which is LGA1851, making existing motherboard of no use, necessitating additional investment in new hardware. And again, this upgrade is not only limited to motherboard but also to RAM also, because this new architecture even do not support DDR4. So if you are the one who is thinking of, I can keep on using existing memory, or even let's say you bought DDR4 recently, thinking of, okay, maybe the clock speed of these RAMs are not that high, but latency is pretty low, thus compensating the requirement of having DDR5, which is quite costly right now, then again you may need to replace it. Now let's talk about the last point here, which is efficiency. Intel main selling point for Ultra series processors are efficiency. They claim 58% reduction in power consumption for lightly threaded tasks and improved thermal management, which is true I would say, but who cares? I mean, we all love performance and lot of consumers never saw or think from power consumption side. So if you are looking for solid performance right now, this particular generation of Intel series may not be your preferred choice. And if you are an Intel fan, still want something at cheaper price, I would suggest you to go for Intel 14900K, which still remain a fantastic option, especially since it will likely drop in price with launch of new series. In the end, I would say while Intel Core Ultra 200S series introduce promising features, the present gaming performance shortfall, software stability issues, and additional costs suggest that the potential buyer might benefit from waiting until these concerns are adequately addressed. Considering alternative processors that offer more reliable performance could be more prudent choice. And I only will recommend these processors for productivity tasks and absolutely not for gaming. My name is Preetham Negi and you have been watching Negi Tech. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and share with a friend who is thinking of upgrading their PC. Also make sure to check out in-store our curated platform for best value for money PC products on Amazon. And as always, subscribe to Negi Tech for more content that saves you time, money and tech frustration. See you in the next one.